So this is how easy it is to deal with the Russian mob housing. You understand prices here in Burbank. You understand that all these modifications, like whatever the fuck this monstrosity is, because I used to live up here. I rented an apartment. It was a single apartment over a garage that the guy had built. He lived there for fucking like 30 years. So like this kind of thing, when Armenians would move in, they'd buy these houses and they'd tear them down and they'd build these big ass fucking things, and he hated it. But like this is a perfect example of how Armenians turn this state. So this is the Russian mob right here. This is getting the daylight. Picket fence, M777L. So the other thing too, when you get these license plates with the less letters, is because when somebody, in the event, let's just say that there is a reason to call, oh, and then look at L777M. So if there is a reason that anybody ever has to call, there's another house that I want to get. I can go down any street, like I could tell you, and find their houses, because I'm good at this shit. I hunt the Russian mob. Or you could say I hunt Armenians. But if I do, that's a hate crime. So that's a felony in California. If it's a provable hate crime and everything I'm talking is bullshit and I can't prove it in court, I mean, you don't even got to give me the opportunity to speak in court anymore, technically. But I mean, if, let's just say theoretically, you wanted to prosecute me for something, you could prosecute me for technically hate crime against Armenians because of all the crazy shit that I fucking say. Unless the major concern is in a court, if I went to court, maybe I might have the ability to prove my point, which would not be conducive to preserving the Russian. And right now I'm just by myself, so out of sight, out of mind. Nobody believes me, nobody gives a fuck, and nobody can believe me because of how, even though the news has reported all this shit and explained how prolific it is and how it's centered in this area. It spreads out to LA from Burbank and Glendale, the Russian mob. They kill people, they rob, they human traffic. But then this is where they come for safety and sanctuary. This is where they feel safe. See, there's one down there too that I could go get, but it says car 17 or something like that on the license plate of a blacked out Audi. But no. Oh, here's a house for sale. Oh, this is okay. So this is a perfect example. So this is like an original house, a Burbank house. Okay. The original Burbank houses were 900 square feet. So this has already had additions done to it. Because like I said, the guy that I live with, he bought the house originally for $14,000. Okay. When I last was in contact with him, his house was worth $1.1 million. Just because of where it was at. Now he did an add-on, he did 2 add-ons and extended it, and he turned his 1-car garage into a 4-car garage and then put the studio apartment on top of it. But so this is what the original houses looked like. So that right there is an original Burbank resident. It's for sale. The interesting thing is going to be coming back around in like a few months to see if it's purchased. Because like here's an example. So this is a street that I want to go down. It looks like these ladies were waiting for me so they could walk behind me. So like this construction job is going to be, I guarantee, was a Russian mob modification. So they're already, whoever's here is already working. So, but the house that I want to get is coming up right here. Yeah, these ladies, they're waiting because they want to act like, what do you call it? They're getting just Russian mob. Women or the fucking neighborhood watch. so they can feign. But it's in court. It's all about arguments. Just get me in court, bitches. Why did OJ win? Because Johnny Cochran, just like why Roy Cohn successfully keep out Trump out of jail? Because what's the catch? You never defend yourself. In English common law, a good defense is an admission of guilt. If you defend an accusation in English common law, here we go. So 9 UKJ 198. Burbank Police Foundation. Oh, see, tell you, perfect. That is beautiful. You know, that's another interesting thing. Well, actually, that should be illegal in Burbank because you should be ticketed for that. But oh. Yeah, you understand the relationship between the Russian mob and Burbank PD, the MAGA cops, is not to be underestimated. It's just like you understand in New York when they had the Italian mob was all fucking strong. Who were the police? Who controlled the police? So the more right-wing agents, political ideologues get into Empire Auto Sales. See, that's one of them, because you could tell kind of by their license plate covers too. The more, oh damn, I totally lost that train of thought. Oh, Major Key. So this is my neighbor, Major Key Auto. I've already found this one. So that goes to show you this is part of the Russian mob right here. This residence. Major Key Auto is a fucking things. So I have an apartment next to me. There's a family that has these cars. When I first moved in, the son who would try to show off had like, in my first year, he had like 3 fucking luxury cars. And so that caught my attention. Like, where's he getting these fucking cars from? And then I see that his parents, they also drive Major Key Auto. And the funny thing is, if you look at Major Key from a standpoint of, what do they mean, music? Or do they mean kilos? So, but it's all about tax fraud. Tax evasion and tax fraud. So, but I've documented this fool. I got so many recordings now that so for the last 2 years, the family has not switched cars. They only use, well, the son, he actually, I don't even know where he parks his car anymore because he knows I'm hunting for him. So he used to use a parking space right across from my garage. So, oh, this looks like a great fucking find over here. So he would use a parking space right across from my garage, and that's why I was able to document his vehicles. And then his friends that came over, I would document their vehicles. So now what they did is they parked the old car, like a 1978 Datsun car that's like a wannabe fixer-upper project, and they leave that there in the parking space, and the son doesn't park there anymore, which is a defensive mechanism in my opinion. But then the parents still keep the same Major Key Auto leased SUV. And this goes with the all the Russian mob uses townhouse real estate for money laundering here in Burbank. That's their primary system of. Oh, here's another one, the architecture. So that's going to be a Russian mob house. So that 2-story monstrosity with that big ass AC on the top. Let's see, Armenian flag. Tell you, the Russian mob. This is what you gotta call the hood. You guys understand? You guys don't get. There's different kinds of hoods. Look at all these cars right here. Russian mob. I guarantee it. Oh, Russian mob over here. Look at the license plate. It's gonna be Oh, what I was gonna say. So okay, this one has a T733HO. Oh no, what the fuck is that? So one of the reasons they do this, because they have less numbers than the 7 digits. In the event that they have some type of incident in which a pedestrian calls in a license plate. Like, hey, I witnessed a fender bender or a suspicious vehicle. They call it in. They give a license plate number. The system is set up for a space is a digit. So if they only have 5 and the person calls in, hey, and they give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the person running the license plate runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That comes out as nothing, because there is no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a space, 1, 2, space 3, 4, 5 kind of deal like that. So that creates a discrepancy in the ability to report their vehicles. So that's one line of defense that they use to facilitate their sense of protection within this community. Damn, I think I came the fucking way. Did I come the wrong way? How did school get in front of me? Fucking A. Oh, it doesn't matter. I still gotta walk. Okay, I think I'm gonna just shut it down for right now. But in America, you let the devil in. How does the Christian say it? Don't give the devil a foothold. You let the fucking Russian mob have a foothold through white supremacy, identifying Armenians as, part of your team just based on race. And they smiled just like the devil, and they waved and they said, yes, yes, we are white too, yes, we are very much white. We like the same things white people do. We think white people are the best. We are Caucasians. We come from the Caucasus Mountains. This is where white people began. This is our legacy. So we're all brothers. Yes. And little do they know, the enemy, the devil, just like in Christian mythology, the devil comes with a friend. Look at how the devil tempted Jesus in their shit. He didn't fucking attack him like with a fucking sword. He didn't try to cut his ear off. Nah, he came with him with an offer. Hey, you're hungry. Why don't you eat some bread? Doesn't that make sense? It's just a sensible solution to a simple problem. Just eat. What's wrong with that? And so goes the system. Oh my gosh, what the fuck did I do? This is a middle school? Oh, anyway, I gotta close this now. At least it's a weekend. Shit.